EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
This is Joe Mixon, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. On third down, Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Mixon with a first down carry. They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand.
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out.
The wide receiver, the ball carrier.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone. It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal from the 6. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And what a sophomore season he had for the Cardinals. Pretty much swept every major quarterback award, including the Heisman Trophy. And we spent a lot of time talking about his legs. Formidable. He can run the ball like few others, but the key to everything for him is his ability to be accurate from the pocket. Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at his own 10, and it'll be first and goal at the 7-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Brings up second and goal.
Another try for Mixon. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're...
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead as all... all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Ravens take over first and 10. At their own 8.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes. Second down and 8.
At the 20-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson forced out to his left. He'll run it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. On first and 10, it's Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. That one good for 26 and a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 46. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Miles Boykin, incomplete.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Jackson now on second and 10. Dancing to his left. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 29 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 82 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 14-7. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, maybe they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run.
And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Calling an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll go for it. Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. From midfield now, Burrow. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal. To the air again, Burrow. And that is incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with...
Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. He's going to try and go deep again. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Out to his left. Towards the end zone for Brown. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Marquise Brown was the intended target. And it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He wants it all for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Covered by Trey Williams.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Again, Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood, Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be because I know as a defender, You've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys. Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a two-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown, but a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more two-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
So we have reached halftime. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Ravens 13. Randy Bullock to
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Ravens take over first and 10.
Up come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They go play action now. Jackson steps away, and he's going to keep it here. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable.
It's a gain of 15 yards. And
Off the play fake, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
On first down, Bernard. And he's got room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They keep it on the ground. This time is Nixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll stay on the ground, mix it again, and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Clark brought him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick is good. Makes the score Bengals 24.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Ravens take over first and 10.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to to take a shot, but it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play action. It's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Marquise Brown.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Matt Judon there to bring him down. We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10.
At the Ravens' 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start, right?
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 31 yards, and the Ravens draw a bit closer. It's been quite the game for him individually, a trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route, whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Again, here's Bernard. And he loses the football a second time.
The wide receiver, the ball carrier. Fumble on the play.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
4-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They'll run again with Bernard. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bold.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead there to make the grab. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot, excellent coverage, didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Got him in, it's Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Well, I guess at the very least, and this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So now the Bengals down on the scoreboard. A little over a minute and a half remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Finding Green complete. That catch good for only a couple.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here we go with Burrow. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Now it's Burrow. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Now it's the Ravens' turn, trailing by 3 after the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A little over 40 seconds to go. And they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw. They've got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And that is a tough pill to swallow. All they had to do, Charles, keep the ball, work this clock.
The only way for the defense to win was to force the fumble. And they did. Took it the other way for a score. And now, if you're the offensive team, it will take a miracle, perhaps, to win this ball game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have time here, partner, for just one final heat.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see.